21st of August, over 500 people from 8 informal settlements around Johannesburg marched under the banner of the Landless People's Movement on the Premier of Gauteng to demand an end to forced removals. Of particular concern to the marchers was the issue of Thembelihle, an informal settlement south of Johannesburg. After 10 years in which the community of Thembelihle has become established, the government proclaimed that the land was dolomitic and unsuitable for residence. They began relocating people to Vlakfontein, an area where there are no services except toilets.
Partially then, because we really stand for poor people. The Gauteng government has no other job than to work for poor and landless people.
Asithola amanzi, asithola imisebenzi, sihlala emkhukhwini, sengimdala nje. Ngiyahlupheka very ukwendlula emabhunwini. Ngihlupheka ukwendlula emabhunwini.
But their comrades who have been shot for the past few days and arrested for resisting. Like I'm one of the people who are resisting to leave the place. Some of the police have raided my house. They broke in my house. My house, even now, it's still upside down. The chairs are upside down. Everything in the wardrobes, and even my money is gone in the wardrobe.
Our demands: we need Mbazima Shilowa to stop a forced removal that is happening in our areas, informal settlement. And another thing, you have to talk to his police, that because they are tortured the people in the informal settlements.
I'm here because I'm here to fight for my rights. At Thembelihle, we are forcefully removed to Vlakfontein. At that place at Thembelihle, there are people who are there for more than 25 years. I'm there for 18 years. And we are now told that the place is dolomited.
We'll spend another 1.9 billion rand in the next 3 years, making sure that everybody has access to clean water and sanitation. And where will we do that? In these very settlements where poor people are. We're going to make sure that they have these services. But we don't want to put these services where they shouldn't be, like Thembelihle. So those are some of the arguments. But
people are being forcefully relocated there to Vlakfontein. So we don't want to go there. So they stated that we are not forcefully removed there. We are voluntarily removed there.
But I think it will be very wrong for government to say under no circumstances people should not be relocated. I don't myself like the term forced removal, so I can, anytime if somebody says I can agree to that because I don't like the term forced removals, but I know I will relocate people. But obviously some people will call that forced removals, so you never win.
As government, we can't commit ourselves that people will not be removed at all. Where government is not going to develop, we will still be forced to move people. There are conditions where government sometimes is forced to move people, not unnecessarily, but
they are forced removal. Do you think you can march if they're not forced removal? You are suggesting that you are being unreasonable. We're suggesting that we have other agendas. This is what we're suggesting. Now, it's fine if you think they're not forced removal. Now, I'm warning you, if you tell them this, these people will eat you alive.
You must understand what the government do care about landless people. Premier Oti, angeke uhulumene athi ama removals angeke abekho. Manje akangikezanga imandate uPremier ukuthi ngisayine le memorandum. Ngoba ke noma mela
Okay, so it's a process.
Premier seta respondile ke
rometse lengwalo premier lengwalo la hae le re
When marchers refused to disperse until the arrival of the Premier, Sam Shilowa, over 100 marchers were arrested and held at John Vorster Square, the former apartheid torture house. Landless People's Movement media activist Anne Everlith, an American citizen, was arrested and threatened with deportation. As repression increased, people's determination to bring real struggles to the fore around the WSSD also grew. On the 6th of April 2002, 87 members of the Soweto Electricity Crisis Committee were shot at and arrested when they marched on the house of Amos Masondo, the mayor of Johannesburg, to deliver a memorandum in protest of the privatization of water and electricity. Charged with public violence, activists appeared in court in the weeks preceding the WSSD. While the state has used the Kensington 87 case to criminalize legitimate protest, activists have only strengthened their resolve to fight.
The Kensington 87 are not criminals. They are heroes around the world. By reconnecting electricity, they are taking the people who the global economy has shunted away into the shadows and bringing them into the spotlight. If this government thinks that putting them in jail is going to turn that light off, they are wrong. That light will shine brighter.